All right, everybody, welcome again back to the Tipton 4x4 shop. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We have a Jeep TJ. These TJs are a little bit older than the last one of the last models that came out before the JKs. They're a little shorter, and they got a little bit different setup. This particular one is having problems shifting into and out of four-wheel drive. Depending on what's going. Usually it's from four-wheel drive to two-wheel. It is currently running the transfer case drop bracket, which you can see there with the lift kit it has on there. And when these Jeeps have that in there, even if you put in the little spacer plate for the shift linkage, they really have a lot of hard times shifting. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. We're going to take all that mechanical linkage out of there. And then we're going to go over and we're going to install our Novak cable shift kit. So here we are at the workbench. We have our Novak cable shift kit. It comes with this really nice cable. Nice hard ends and adjustable everywhere. It comes with a couple brackets. This one's for the transfer case. This one goes to the body. And it comes with your hardware in here. This little black piece here. This is your new shifter linkage for the transfer case. And then all the bits and bobbles you're going to need to install it. It's a rather straightforward install. It's a little difficult to get to, but we're going to show you the best we can. All right, so here we are under the Jeep. And in your lower right-hand corner here, I'm going to try to point. This is where your linkage connects to the transfer case. We're going to take this off, and we're going to install that bracket that was in the case, that was in the kit we just looked at. We're going to remove all this linkage. And we're also going to remove all of this linkage here, including this bracket from the body. And then back here in the back, this is where the linkage connects to the transfer case lever. Kind of hard to see back there. We're going to remove that connection from the lever, as well as another one hard to see is there's this bracket mounted to the transfer case. We're going to remove that as well. And we're going to get all those pieces out of the way, and then we're going to start on the install of this kit. Okay, so using our 15mm wrench, we removed the nut from this shifter linkage, and we pulled this bracket off. This has got a little bit of a square end right here on the inside so that it can actually shift it, and then threads just hold the bracket on. Next, we're going to work on this bracket in the back of this transfer case. It's really hard to see. Thank you. All right, so next we are inside the Jeep, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 4 10mm bolts that hold the bracket on the inside of the Jeep. And we won't need these bolts again, but we'll have to put something else in their place. And now we have successfully liberated all these old parts from the Jeep. And this is a little drop bracket that some of these lift kits use. It helps a little bit, but realistically, this Novak kit is a much better way to go. So we're gonna get rid of all that. All right, so here we are under the Jeep. And this is our bracket that bolts to our transfer case with a bolt here and a bolt here. So we bolt in that transfer case bracket, it's good and tight. And now next, we're gonna try to get this bracket bolted up here, that's gonna hang here and then have to bolt through to the inside of the Jeep. All right, so now we've got this bracket installed underneath the driver's side. We got all the bolts pulled in here nice and snug. It's a little difficult to do by yourself. I did it just by myself. However, if you don't have anybody to help you out, find somebody if you can. In this case, I did it solo, but it can happen, and that's that bracket. All right, now we have installed the cable and we have made the connections to the transfer case. This piece here screws on to the end of the cable, and you twist this to make fine-tuning adjustments. To make adjustments on the transfer case side, you use these jam nuts. You can slide this back and forth to make major adjustments. The front piece is for fine-tuning. All right, now this is the shifter side. We make adjustments. This is our connection where we connect to our existing factory linkage up there in front of my finger. You adjust this, and then this nut right here, you make major adjustments here on the shifter side, and between these at the top and those other ones down below, you can make all your adjustments and fine tune your shifting so that it shifts exactly like you wanted it to. After they've been lifted, shifting problems with the transfer case are very common in these TJs. This is a really good idea if you're having any sort of a problems, you got transfer case drop, or your TJ just doesn't want to shift properly. This kit from Novak, you can get online at different places for a couple $100. This is about a 2-hour job, 3-hour job, maybe a little longer if you're by yourself, but not a huge deal. Just be careful, and we'll see you again with the next one. Appreciate y'all watching.